We're going to take a look here at a forehand volley winner from Sherbini. And this is not an easy position, but look at what she does. Look at where she places that ball. There's no chance for her opponent to get that out. So I want to break this down bit by bit. And there's a couple of technical points, but also where she lands that ball is just phenomenal. So as that ball goes up, it's not the worst shot in the world. If you look at that, Sherbini has to take a really big stance there. But look at that. How solid is that? Great contact points. Just zoom in for a little bit. Like really good balance there in the legs, really full stretch. And then as she hits, look at how she's able to even crouch on her knee there and push herself back. Like that's really, really great strength, really good balance. And she puts that ball in a place that she knows the angles. She doesn't want to get it too tight there. Look at that. She's got a little bit of a gap and a distance from that side wall. But now what happens is where it starts to end up and fade towards, there we go. Actually, it's the front of the service box. And now it's in such an awkward position that it actually grips a little bit and then rolls along that sidewall. So even though her opponents read it quite easily, look at that. There's no chance. And because of one other thing I want to point out, I'll do it from the front, just because of where she takes it from the height of the ball, it's really interesting how the bounce then is in her favor. So because she's right up here, really at that full stretch, and again, just take a look at that. That is just classic, really, really strong. But because of that height, there's a certain trajectory. That ball's going to come towards the front wall and it's going to bounce, hit that front wall. But when it hits around about here, because it's coming down at such a severe angle from the front wall, it then rebounds up a little bit more. And you'll see what I mean when I show it from here. So as it bounces there, it's got a really high bounce. Look at that. The ball really goes upwards into that area. So if you're taking a high backhand or high volley, forehand or backhand, make sure you hit it in a certain area that you can land it slightly shorter, but because of the trajectory, it then travels through to that back wall. I find that really interesting when the players do that really well. And then actually she's able to get that ball to actually dip and fade towards the back wall, forcing her opponent to take it there, but also it's wickedly tight at the same time. So really, really great example there from Sherbini playing that high forehand volley.